GT7 fans, there's a lot of you out there that are actually thinking that the fact that the game is going to be releasing on the PlayStation 4, that the PlayStation 5 version is going to be a bit watered down, diluted, not up to PlayStation 5 standards. And I'm here to tell you today that you are completely wrong. I've seen a ton of comments on my channel and throughout the internet alike. A lot of commenters have stated just because Gran Turismo 7 is no longer a PlayStation 5 exclusive on the fact that it is going to be released on the PlayStation 4 gives the PlayStation 5 version a more watered down or diluted game. And I'm here to tell you guys that that couldn't be any more further from the truth. In a series of interviews earlier this month, Gran Turismo creator and CEO of Polyphony Digital, Kazunari Yamauchi, spoke exclusively on the point of cross-platform. Eurogamer exclusively asked, "This is a cross-platform game as well, which I imagine is quite a big undertaking. Will PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 versions have feature parity? Will things like the dynamic time and weather be a part of both versions?" Kaz replied saying, "Feature-wise, they will be the same, but the quality that you'll be seeing will be different." Meaning that the quality on the PlayStation 5 version of Gran Turismo 7 is going to be extremely high fidelity. I'm talking full 4K, 60 frames per second. Of course, the PlayStation 4 version, you're looking at probably 1920 by 1080, full 1080p, 60 frames per second. You might not think that's big of a difference, but in actuality, it's huge. You're looking at a difference of like 4 times more resolution than on 1080p. Theoretically, we could see a resolution of 1440p on the PlayStation 4 Pro version of Gran Turismo 7. However, even that resolution is 2 times less than what 4K is outputting. So when fans out there are saying that there's nothing special about the PlayStation 5 version of Gran Turismo 7 as opposed to the PlayStation 4 version of Gran Turismo 7, there's a lot more special. At the end of the day, you're looking at least 2 times to possibly 4 times the resolution output being displayed for the PlayStation 5 version. That's quite a big deal to me, I feel like. As you guys know, Gran Turismo has always strived for photorealism when it comes to their presentation of their games. There's no doubt that the PlayStation 5 version is going to be the closest that we will get to photorealism for this title. And if you want to get the best version of Gran Turismo 7, that version is going to be played on the PlayStation 5. In an interview with The Gamer, Kaz was quoted saying, quote, "The PS5 is much easier to create games on. It meant that we were able to create a well-balanced experience that feels natural to play. Of course, the graphics have improved and the 3D audio provides a very rich soundscape, and you honestly won't feel the loading times. That creates a completely different experience. It opens up a whole new world." And Kaz touched briefly on the 3D audio chip in the PlayStation 5 that is going to be utilized in Gran Turismo 7. That chip itself, guys, is more powerful than the actual chip in the PlayStation 4. Think about that for a second. The 3D audio chip in the PS5 is more powerful than the main chip in the PlayStation 4. So you can come to expect better sounds in the use of that 3D audio coming out of the PlayStation 5. That 3D audio, that complete immersion experience bringing you into the game is what's going to make the PlayStation 5 version of GT7 a banger. And if you don't think the 3D audio is not going to be that big of a deal, well, think about it like this. If you're in the middle of a race and you're trying to figure out the distinction between vehicles in front of you and behind you, you're going to be able to feel that difference with the 3D audio utilization in the PlayStation 5. That experience will not be available in the PlayStation 4 version of the game. It's a bigger deal than what you expect. And of course, I shouldn't even have to mention this point, but you guys already know what it is. The DualSense controller is where it's at when it comes to the PlayStation 5. The adaptive triggers, the haptic feedback, they will be 100% utilized in this game. Utilization of that 3D audio being used not only in your TV speakers, but in the DualSense controller speaker as well. Similarly to what we experienced already in Astro's Playroom from PlayStation Studios' Team Asobi. So in conclusion, guys, we really shouldn't have anything to worry about when it comes to Gran Turismo 7 being no longer a PlayStation 5 exclusive, with the game being released also on the PlayStation 4. And then by and large, In actuality, we really shouldn't be upset over this as PlayStation fans. For now, this game is a PlayStation exclusive. You can't play this on Xbox, you can't play it on Nintendo, and for now, you can't play it on PC. So can't we all just be excited over the fact that the game can only be played right now exclusively on PlayStation? Think about that for a second. The Real Driving Simulator is only available on PlayStation, as it's always been. That alone should be enough cause for excitement. So in my mind, there's no way that the PlayStation 5 version of Gran Turismo 7 is going to be diluted thanks to the game being released also on the PlayStation 4. Call me crazy, but I just don't see it happening. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about my points that I've made here in this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel because I will have plenty more Gran Turismo 7 content on the way. So be sure to subscribe. Additionally, like this video helps out the channel quite a bit as well. I'm A2P Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, and as always, peace!